There's this weird community that I noticed recently that collects discontinued or shut down games, mainly for physical copies, but even for online only, canceled games sell. Because in their eyes, there's value in owning them, despite not being able to actually play most of these games because they're online only and the servers have been shut down. These handful of people don't mind buying resold copies of said games for 10 times the original price because they're viewed as collectibles and will only go up in value since there's a small supply out there. And as a result of the sad news surrounding Concord, the game made by Firewall Studios, published by PlayStation Studios, and conceived 8 years ago by former Bungie developers, the creator of Destiny and Halo, by the way. They were brought into this project in April 2023, but fast forward on September 6, 2024, the game didn't even break 700 players on launch. They worked on it for 8 years. Development began when Overwatch originally launched. I'm sure Bungie devs were inspired to make their own and pitch the idea to Sony, and they saw its potential. But I don't know, people just didn't want to give the game a shot because it looked too generic. Way too many hero shooters out there right now. It's been getting really repetitive. Concord was a 5v5 competitive multiplayer shooter set in an original sci-fi universe with mercenaries known as free gunners. You go around completing jobs as part of a cruise across the galaxy. With that description alone, we can all agree that you can name 3 games similar to this. It doesn't look bad. It's just with that price point and timing at launch, I could go play Destiny, Valorant, or Overwatch for free. It was bound not to do good. There's just far too many other options out there and for free. The launch of this game was a sad one. I mean, it didn't even last 2 weeks. Launching on August 23rd, then shutting down on September 6th. At least Sony announced full refunds to anyone who had purchased it on the PS5 or PC. So the game just went by like a wave that disappeared. Nothing happened. And everyone will forget about it. And that's why people want to collect all these physical copies. Right now, they're going for an insane amount online. But is it really worth it? The release of this game was very eye-opening to a lot of people since it shows the current state of the gaming industry. Way too many copy and paste. All we get are remakes, remasters, no new stuff. And if it is something new, it's just a clone of another game. Like I said, all the hero stuff, the hero shooter genre without a twist doesn't work anymore. Deadlock at least inherits some MOBA-like gameplay, so most Dota 2 players, League, and CS are turning to that game. It doesn't entirely feel like just another hero shooter. Plus, Valve knows how to keep their players on the game with constant new changes and improvements. The game's at 700,000 concurrent players right now, and it's just a tech test. They've mastered the live service formula. I think if the devs just made the game free to play, Concord would have done quite well. But nobody's gonna pay 40 bucks for a knockoff Overwatch when there's other options for free. Free to play sells because what do new players have to lose for trying out a new game but just a few gigabytes of hard drive space? Plus, they should have done more advertising because absolutely nobody knew about this game until after it got shut down, which is sad. Studios need to understand that if you're gonna make a live service game, for it to compete in this day and age, it gotta be free. Nobody has that type of money to just blow 40 bucks on a game they never heard of anymore, only for it to be bad, and that's money wasted. But the physical copies are selling for so much. The same thing happened with other discontinued games like the day before, Only Up, Knockout City, Babylon's Fall. Keys for some of those games are currently being resold for so much more than what it's worth. Now the same thing's happening with Concord. And you may ask yourself, why is Concord reselling for so much money? Well, it's like I said, people see value in discontinued games because, believe it or not, there are people who collect canceled games and don't care about the price tag. They just see value in owning it because you literally can't get it or play it anywhere else anymore. They don't care if it's shut down. The same thing's probably going to happen with 7 Days to Die Legacy Edition and Minecraft Xbox 360 Edition. But without the servers, an online game is nothing but an empty shell. Despite the loss in revenue by giving all consumers a refund and it shutting down less than a month, I guess in some way there's still some value in Concord thanks to the community. And as of right now, the resellers are all over this game. Just wanted to talk on this because I found it interesting. If you enjoyed hearing what I had to say, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out. Stay blue.
Loving myself, but it hurts sometimes. Suicide note, got it in my mind. Dropped 10 bands, couldn't kill my pride. And I ride for the fans, but it hurts sometimes. Like